Hello, I'm Mike Griffiths and I'm here today on Zendog, which is my Prestige 38S motorboat, and I keep it down here at what is a very windy Lymington Yacht Haven today. This is my third season with Zendog. I started with a rib 10 years ago and I upgraded to a cuddy cabin day boat and then to a Prestige 32 flybridge boat, and now Zendog. Now, I'm typical of so many boat owners. My wife doesn't quite share my enthusiasm, and my teenagers are developing their own lives. The dream of spending every weekend on the boat, for me, I'm afraid, hasn't really quite come true. So I contemplated selling the boat, but then I met the Beds on Boards team at a boat show 18 months ago, and they convinced me that there might be a way to offset some of the cost and make boat ownership a bit more palatable to me and stop me feeling quite so guilty about the money that I'm spending. So I first listed my boat with Beds on Board in late 2016, and probably too late for the season. The sign-up process was terribly simple, and the team in Beds on Board in Lymington really helped me to set prices and get my adverts straight. Now, I live 2 hours away from the boat, so they helped me to find Sam, who's a wonderful caretaker, and she cleans the boat top to bottom and changes the linen for me every week. And getting the boat professionally cleaned every week was an unexpected bonus of this process, particularly as the guests pay for the cleaning. I made a YouTube video to explain how everything works, and I don't get any calls from guests as a result. No problems really whatsoever. The first booking arrived in early 2017 when it was still cold and wet, and then the first guests were a young family organising a birthday treat for a boat-mad son. And then after that, it just went crazy. Bookings went into a bit of a spiral. A good review resulted in more bookings and more reviews. We've had a real mixture of guests, but the one common thread is that they all really, really like boats. Now, we've had other boat owners book our boat as overflow accommodation for their friends and family. We've had lots of aspiring boat owners who are thinking about a boat of our type. We've had birthdays and we've had anniversary celebrations. All seem to take genuine care, and we've not had any damage or any other incidents. Many seem to be in awe of the boat. They've readily accepted and even enjoyed the compromises that staying on a boat requires. And many have commented about the marina's amazing 5-star showers. No one has commented that the onboard shower is small or that the heads are hard to use. I mean, can you imagine a hotel guest being positive about a 200-metre walk to the bathrooms? So I did try listing on Airbnb, and I've had a couple of bookings through them. Now, their guests are not the same. They search for an apartment, in my opinion, and they find a boat and they decide it looks interesting and they book it. And then they email and call with lots of silly questions. So ones I've had include, I've got a driving license, can I take the boat out? Does the boat rock on its trailer? It's an 8-ton, 12-metre motorboat, for goodness sake. And do we have to come to your marina, or can you deliver the boat to Whitby, where we live? And I've taken the listing off for that reason. I've kept the advertised price very reasonable, and I've taken care to present the boat beautifully. I've got no clutter or personal effects, and I've got good towels and good bedding included in the price. Sam ensures everything is spotless, and of course a side effect of this is that when I can persuade the family to come down and stay, Sam prepares it as she would for guests. So I've cleverly kept Sundays for myself. Generally guests book 2-night weekends, arriving Friday, staying Saturday night. Anytime I want to take the boat out for a longer cruise, all I do is just book it out of the diary, make sure that there are no guests expected, I can take it away, and then when I bring it back it gets cleaned ready for the paying guests. Now, I've quickly got my head around the idea of other people sleeping in my bunk, and I never meet them, and I just think about the money, not them. Last year, the bookings paid the full cost of berthing and annual servicing too. So I think, unless you can spend all summer on your boat, I really recommend listing it on Beds on Board.